I didn't notice the envelope at first. It was sitting neatly on the dining table beside her coffee mug, white, crisp, unassuming. But my name was written on it in her handwriting. When I tore it open and saw the first line, "Petition for divorce," my stomach twisted so sharply, I had to hold the edge of the table to steady myself. I looked up at her. She was sitting across from me, dressed immaculately for work, light blue blouse, hair tied in a neat bun, faint trace of lipstick. She wasn't crying. She wasn't even tense. She was smiling. "Sarah," I said slowly, my voice barely steady. "What is this?" She stirred her coffee and looked at me as if we were discussing grocery lists. "It's what it looks like, Daniel," she said. "I think we should talk about ending this peacefully." Ending what I asked, even though I knew our marriage. She said it so calmly that the words almost didn't register. My chest burned and my throat felt raw. "I don't, Sarah. Where is this coming from?" She sighed, set her spoon down, and leaned back. "It's not sudden, Dan. You've been distant. You work late. You barely look at me anymore." That hit like a slap. I wanted to argue, but she wasn't entirely wrong. I had been working late, trying to build the business we'd started together, trying to give us a better life. "I did all that for us," I said. "For you." She smiled faintly again, but it wasn't warm. It was the kind of smile that ends conversations, not begins them. "I know," she said, "but it's not enough anymore." I took a step closer. "Then tell me what you need. We can fix this." She hesitated. Then for the first time, her smile wavered. "There is something," she said. What she looked directly into my eyes, and for a brief moment, I thought I saw guilt flicker there. Small, almost invisible. "I want you to accept Mark," she said softly. "Blink." "Mark," she nodded. "He's been a friend for months now. Someone who understands me." The way she said it, "understands me," hit harder than the divorce papers. "What do you mean accept him?" Her voice was calm. "I mean, accept that he's a part of my life. He's not going away. If you can live with that, we can stay together. If not," she nodded toward the papers, "then we end this cleanly." I laughed. It wasn't a real laugh. It came out dry, broken, half-choked. "You're asking me to accept another man in our marriage." She didn't flinch. "He's just a friend." "No, Sarah," I said, my voice cracking. "People don't file for divorce over friends." Her eyes darted away. That was all the confirmation I needed. The silence that followed felt like standing in the middle of a storm that hadn't yet hit. I sat down across from her, heart pounding so hard I could hear it. "How long?" I asked quietly. She looked down at her cup. "Does it matter?" "It does to me." "For months," she said finally. "It started emotionally at first. I didn't plan it." The world blurred for a second. My mind replayed the last for months. Her sudden late nights, the new perfume, the guarded texts, her phone always face down. All the pieces I had ignored came together in one cruel, perfect picture. For months, I whispered while I was breaking my back trying to save this business. While I couldn't finish. "I'm sorry, Dan," she said quietly. "I didn't mean to hurt you, but you did," I said. "You're still doing it." She looked up at me, tears gathering but not falling. "I just need to feel alive again, and he makes me feel that way." Those words shattered something in me that I didn't even know could break. That night, I couldn't sleep. Her perfume still lingered on the pillow beside me, and every breath felt poisoned by it. I walked through the house in the dark, the home we'd built together, now filled with ghosts. On the kitchen counter were her coffee mug and the folded papers. I picked them up and stared at my name printed neatly on the top. I thought about all the years we'd spent. 10 of them. Our first apartment with the leaky faucet. The nights we stayed up talking about dreams. The first time she said she loved me. Had it all been a lie I didn't know? Maybe the woman who loved me back then really existed. Maybe she just died slowly day by day, replaced by this stranger sitting across from me this morning. The next few days passed like a fog. Sarah stayed at her sister's to give us space, but space wasn't what I needed. I needed answers. On the 4th day, I drove to her office. I didn't tell her I was coming. I just sat in the car parked across the street watching. At 6:12 p.m., she came out, and beside her, walking too close, laughing too easily, was Mark. Tall, confident, expensive jacket. He opened her car door like they'd rehearsed it. She smiled at him the way she used to smile at me, head tilted slightly, eyes soft. I don't remember breathing for the next few seconds, just sitting there, gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles turned white. She wasn't mine anymore. Not really. That night, she came home unexpectedly. I was sitting on the couch when she walked in, surprised to see me there. "Dan," she said carefully. "What are you doing here?" I looked at her, watching my wife walk out of another man's car. Her face went pale. "You followed me." "I didn't have to. You've been gone for days, Sarah." "What did you expect?" She set her purse down, rubbing her forehead. "This isn't helping either of us." "Then help me understand," I said, standing up. "How did we get here? What did I do so wrong that you had to go find him?" She looked at me for a long time. Then her voice broke. "You stopped seeing me, froze. I tried to tell you," she said, her tone trembling. "You were always busy, always tired. You stopped holding me at night. You stopped talking to me about anything real. And then Mark came along and listened." I wanted to scream, to break something, but all I could do was stand there shaking. "So, this is my punishment for being tired, for trying to build us a future." "No," she whispered. "It's my mistake, but it's also my truth." She reached into her bag, pulled out the envelope again, and placed it on the coffee table. "I'm not asking you to forgive me. Just accept that this is where we are." I stared at the papers, then at her. "You're smiling again," I said bitterly. She nodded faintly. "Because I've made peace with my choice. Then I'll make peace with mine," I said. The next morning, I signed the papers. Not because I wanted to, but because I finally understood something. You can't hold on to someone who doesn't want to be held. When she came to pick them up, she looked almost relieved. "Dan," she started. Cut her off. "Don't just go." She hesitated, then walked to the door. For a brief moment, she turned back, eyes wet. "You really were the best thing that ever happened to me." "Then why did you throw it away?" She didn't answer. Just opened the door and left. It's been 6 months now. The house is quieter. The morning's lonelier, but I can finally breathe again. Sometimes when I pass the cafe where we first met, I still see her smile in my mind. The old one before all the lies. And I wonder if she ever looks back and regrets it. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. But I've learned something she never did. Love can survive a lot, distance, time, even mistakes. But it can't survive disrespect. And when she put those papers down with that calm little smile, that was the moment I realized the woman I loved was gone long before she walked out.